For most of us, our mortgage is the single biggest bill we pay every month. And until now, that payment, and a large one at that, has earned us nothing in terms of credit card points or miles. But after 1 month with the Mesa Homeowners Card, I can finally say that's no longer the case. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through my results after using the Mesa Homeowners Card for 1 full month. This will be a simplified look at how it works, some common misconceptions, how many points I've earned, if the earning categories are actually legit, how to get value from the Mesa points, and how the app works. Now, ultimately, you should get a good idea of whether or not this card is worth it for you based on where you are in your credit card journey and if you have a mortgage or if you plan on buying a home anytime soon. Now, if you're new here, my channel is all about helping you use credit cards the smart way, not just for everyday spending, but also for the big expenses. Think travel, family costs, and yes, even your mortgage. Because if you're not earning points on your largest expenses, you're leaving thousands of dollars or potentially tens of thousands in travel rewards on the table every single year. Now, if you're in the market for this card and you like this video and the way I think about all this, make sure you check out my link tree in the description down below. You can earn 5,000 additional Mesa points using my link to sign up for this no annual fee card. Plus, there's a few really cool perks associated with the referral program. And comment down below if you already have this card or if it's on your roadmap. Okay, with that out of the way, let's talk about how the Mesa card actually works. Now, first, you do not have to pay your mortgage through Mesa. I think this is a common misconception. All you need to do is upload your mortgage statement. And I did have a few issues with this, which I'll touch on towards the end of the video, but the customer service was really solid and we did get everything worked out. Okay, so after you upload your mortgage statement, a representative from Mesa will verify your statement or follow up with additional questions. And Mesa does a really good job in the app at showing step-by-step what the process entails. Now, pending you meet the monthly spend requirement on the actual card, which I'll get to shortly, Mesa will then credit you 1 point per dollar on your mortgage payment up to 100,000 points per year. So if you do the math here and your mortgage payment is $8,333 or more per month, you'll max out at 100,000 points. Or if your payment is more realistic, say $3,000 a month, that's 36,000 points for the year just for uploading your mortgage statement and having the Mesa Homeowners Card. Which again, this card has no annual fee and actually comes with a few good credits. More on that shortly. But a pro tip here, if your mortgage payment is higher than $8,000 or $9,000 and you escrow your property tax and your homeowner's insurance, you can request an escrow waiver. And what this will do is allow you to have those separated. So you can pay your tax and your homeowner's insurance separately on the Mesa card, which conveniently earns 3x in both of those categories and will get you closer to the monthly spend requirement needed, if not surpass it. Next, and completely separate from the mortgage payment, but a requirement to earn the mortgage payment points, you need to spend on the actual Mesa Homeowners Card. And as long as you put $1,000 of spending on the card each month, Mesa will then credit you that 1 point per dollar on your mortgage payment amount. Plus, Mesa has some really good earning categories in my opinion. Now the 2x categories, gas, EV charging, and groceries, I wouldn't even consider it for those. Plus, there's already a number of 2x earning cards available. And with all of these earning multipliers, make sure you have an idea of what you want to do with the points. At least understand the possibilities with the points, which I'll get to shortly with Mesa specifically. So let's look at those 3x categories. And this includes preschool or daycare, which really jumped off the page to me, utilities, property taxes, home insurance, and home improvement. Now, no card can touch those categories in my opinion, especially when combining that with those mortgage points earned. And your cable internet bill, pest control, home cleaning services, plus any furniture purchases, those are all 3x categories. So if you're a homeowner, which is the entire premise of the demographic of this card, chances are you're already spending and probably spending a lot in those categories. And as you're thinking through this, the average electric bill in the US for a 3-bedroom house is $163 a month. Now, that's clearly a house without kids or some super energy efficient folks. I think most of us can agree our electric bill is a good bit higher than that, especially if we have kids running around. And the average water and sewer bill for the same size house is around $150 a month. Now, in Tennessee where I live, it's about double that for the water and sewer. Plus, if you spend on pest control or you have a home cleaning service, plus your cable and internet bill, that should get you close to or over that $1,000 $3,000 monthly spend requirement. Plus, if you have any kids in daycare or preschool, I feel your pain. Making that transaction every single month hurts a little bit. Or if you buy anything from Lowe's or Home Depot or any furniture stores like Rooms to Go or Pottery Barn, all of those categories I just mentioned, well, they all earn 3 points per dollar spent, and they ease the pain just a little bit. So if your mortgage is $3,000 a month and you average around $1,500 in spend in those 3X categories, that's 7,500 points a month. Now compare that to the 2X catch-all card and $1,500 in spend for that, plus no points on your mortgage. That's only 3,000 points a month. Over the course of a year, that's over 50,000 less points. So I'm gonna show you my actual results from my account in just a minute. But first, these points, they're really only a good value when you transfer them out to hotel and airline transfer partners. Mesa, surprisingly, has a good amount of airline transfer partners, like Air Canada's Aeroplan, which you can use for United Airlines or Singapore flights, or Finnair Avios, which can be moved from Finnair out to any other Avios member. So think British Airways or Iberia. So it's pretty easy to get north of 2 cents per point, especially on those international business class type of redemptions. Plus, you can find pretty good value with Accor's hotel program, even though I'd recommend the airline partners here over that hotel partner. On top of that, there's a few easy to use credits with this card. You just need to make sure you activate these within the app, like 30 bucks a quarter for shopping at Lowe's, $65 towards a big box annual membership, good at Costco, Sam's, or BJ's. And those are the two that are super easy to use, nearly 200 bucks in annual value there for a no annual fee card, which is pretty cool. Plus a few pet related credits, and the fact that this is a card with transfer partner access, this is really solid value in my opinion. Now, if they could add I prefer hotels or a hotel partner with some additional value, that would just be icing on the cake. I can think of no better way than to show you every single expense that I put on this card in the last month, which isn't that many, and I'll show you the transactions that earned 3X and the one that didn't. I know I say this often, but it's because I speak from experience. I realize my life circumstances are probably a good bit different than yours, but I will say, even though I spend a good bit right now on preschool, even without that expense, I'm still a big fan of this card. So throwing out that preschool spend, which I realize is a bit outrageous, hopefully my kids are geniuses one day and can pay me back, but I still easily cross that $1,000 spend requirement, add my mortgage points on top, and in the first month, I earned over 12,000 Mesa points. So to put that into perspective, that's like earning over half of a credit card sign-up bonus on a card like the Chase Freedom Flex or Freedom Unlimited, the Capital One Saver Rewards, or the Citi Double Cash in just a single month by paying bills that I already had. So of my 8 transactions during the billing cycle, only one of those, which was only a $23 purchase at Michael's, did not earn that 3X multiplier. And that's totally fine. I actually earned 4X at Michael's with my Wells Fargo Attune card. But these other expenses, pest control, water, gas, and electricity, preschool, it's pretty awesome to know that I can earn 3X on all of these expenses, plus the bonus of the mortgage points, which I said I'd come back to this since I have a new mortgage and I was still missing a specific piece of paperwork required. But I did speak with a representative at Mesa and they said they'd honor 2,000 mortgage points a month until I can get all documentation required. But I will say, if you've had your mortgage for any period of time, you should be totally fine and not run into any of the issues like I did. I am also considering refinancing with Mesa in the coming months, depending on what shakes out with the interest rates and all. Because if I did so, I would earn 1 point per dollar on the total financed amount. So if the value was $600,000, that would be 600,000 additional Mesa points, plus the monthly points for the mortgage statement, whether that's through Mesa or anyone else. I still remember when I tried to use Bilt and eXp Realty for the home purchase, since Bilt claimed that they would honor half of a cent per dollar, but Bilt was extremely difficult to get in touch with, and when I finally did, they were not helpful at all. I even used an eXp Realtor, and Bilt still basically told me to take a hike. But back to the Mesa card, and is it worth it? I think you can see that it's not for everyone. If you don't own a home, well, you probably still aren't watching this video, but even if you do own a home and your mortgage is small, or you don't spend much in the bonus categories, it probably is not worthwhile. But if you're a homeowner, you're paying utilities and other home-related expenses already, if you don't escrow your property tax, you can pay it with this card and easily earn 3X. Plus, if you're a parent and you're paying for daycare or preschool expenses, this really has the potential to be a homeowner's catch-all card for the expenses that we're already stuck with. Now, if you want to see a bit more detailed overview of the Mesa card, check that video out here. Or for my ideal 5 credit card setup, which is now 6 with the Mesa card, check that video out here, and I'll see you there. Cheers.